Hello, this is Grant Hughes of Grant Hughes Investigates on YouTube. Please hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Now, as some of you are aware, I put out a video, I think on the 19th and 20th or so, related to the flashlights that people said they saw, and I found the exact location, and I was given it the location by Chris Proudfoot, and it absolutely is the correct location that surveillance camera was. Now, there's a YouTuber out there named Jay who continually puts out false information regarding that footage purely for the sensationalism and realizes that people will just click on just about anything regarding this case. So I've got to put out a video. I feel it's an obligation, actually, to debunk false information that people put out intentionally. So if you take a look, this is where she's claiming their surveillance camera is located at this house right here. And as you can see, this is from her video. There's the house. See that? And that's it right there. It's the same one. So again, we put that on the screen. It's the same house. She's saying that it's a camera right back there. All right? And it's just absolutely false. She says there's a whole bunch of cars in the driveway right here, and you can see those in images like this. See how there's cars right there in the driveway, and there's one right here that's actually perpendicular to the other cars facing the driveway. That's the front of the car. The reality, though, is it's not there. So her whole premise, first of all, is based off of a false piece of original information. So it's like building a foundation of a building in sand. All right, it's absolute nonsense. This is not where the surveillance shot was. And then she based everything on that so she could then sort of include the Proudfoot residence down here. And of course, she's claiming that there's people being beat up in the video and trying to insinuate that it's Chris Proudfoot. Okay, the reality is this is where the surveillance footage was shot. I've already made a video on it. Unfortunately, only like 11,000 people saw it, and hordes of people saw the nonsensical videos that were put out there. The Nick Barris, or whatever the hell his name is, was irresponsible when he put it out originally because the video was actually a video of a video. So somebody's holding a camera, filming the surveillance screen, and it's moving around. And he would claim that the subjects on the screen that he circled were moving around. Now, the middle light was moving around because that is a garbage truck on a hill. All right, I've already gone through all of this, but I'm doing it again because I think it's so egregious what's going on here. This right here is where the surveillance camera was. Look at this. There's the car perpendicular to this truck right there. There's even a boat right there. Here's the camera right there on this house. Now, if you look, it's filming in that direction. And right here, there's a fixed light on this house. That's the fixed light on the right side of the video. So if you took this image out here, that one doesn't seem to have it. Let's pull open the video right here. You can see it. So you see right over here on the right-hand part of the screen right there? This is a fixed light on that house. These are two lights up on a street that's behind the Proudfoots, on a house that's sort of up on a hill. And then this light right over here that's moving is actually a garbage truck on a hill up in the distance. Now, I actually took the time to make a video on this a few days ago, like a couple weeks ago, and apparently nobody saw it. So this is what you're actually looking at. Let me see if I can get right there. See, this is the house that we were just showing with surveillance. It's just off to the left here. You have to rotate the surveillance so that it matches a sort of perpendicular to the ground of each of the vehicles. The camera was kind of at a rotated angle. So if you look right here, see there's a house on the hill up there, and those are the two lights, the two bigger lights that you see in their surveillance footage. And then up here is the dump truck that's driving on a road up there, and then there's a light on this house that makes up this still light on the right side of the video. So if let's go back a little bit and I'll show you. So if you go right there, if you take a look at this, the house is just on the left here. Right there, see? That's the same house that has the surveillance camera on it. And then up here, there's no trees because this is back in 2008 when this image was taken. And that house right there is the house that has the two lights that you kind of see when you look at an image like this. They're right there. These two lights right there are on that house up there. And the trees aren't in this image. However, the trees do not have leaves on them when the surveillance shot in question was taken. Even though there's trees there, you can see the lights through them at that time of the year. So if we go to Google Earth right here, and take a look at, this is where the surveillance shot was taken. That house is right here. It has a square swimming pool on it. And then it's the road up here that has the garbage truck on it. It actually came this direction and turned around. You remember how in the video originally you could see the white dot go back? It looked like towards the house or something. But in reality, it was the dump truck turning around at the end here, the garbage truck, and then heading in this direction. And then at some point, if you get down to the correct level down here, you have to go down to the ground. And then if you were to look up there, you can see I have a yellow pin way up there, but that's the road right there, and that's the light that came back towards the house that has the two lights, right? And the fixed light is on this house right here. Now, this is all known stuff, so it's almost mind-boggling why somebody's out there still making videos trying to sell to you that the surveillance camera was right here, and then they want you to point it this direction towards Sebastian's home and pretend that there's a fight going on there for subs and views. And I just find that stuff ridiculous, and I think it's very important to put out videos that actually debunk factually information that people put out there. Now, if you take a look at the surveillance footage in question, there's a channel out there that actually has like screenshots again of the original footage. And if you watch it, let's just take this right here and zoom in. Watch. So I'm just going to zoom in on any part of the video. This is what happens when you have video. It's pixelated. Watch. See how there's stuff moving around? I mean, just look right there even. Just right off to the side, right in this area. Watch how the pixels shift around. Watch. See that? They're moving. There isn't like a horde of ants on the side of that car. That's what you get when you have poor lighting and you have video and you get pixelation. Also, even in good lighting, when you zoom in, if you zoom in far enough, you'll see the pixels moving around. So that's what this clever YouTuber tried to sell you guys when they claimed that way up in the top of the video. Let's see if we can find it right now. Yeah, right. If I zoom over, there, right there. See that spot? Right up in there. It's crazy. There's people moving around in it. Watch this. Watch this. Look at that. There's stuff moving. You see that? Oh, it's amazing. Things are moving. Look at that's a head of somebody. That looks like, how do we know that isn't the two eyes of a massive deer that's standing over there? We don't know, but see, they're claiming to you that that's a person, right? It's not. That isn't a person. There's a light up on a house in the background from where the surveillance footage was. But what they want you to believe is that there's a fight going on so that you will watch the video and you'll say, yeah, 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 and it perpetuates this whole story going on about Chris Proudfoot, that he is somehow a killer, right? So look at him right there. He's attacking. And it's absolute garbage, you guys. I know that you guys want everything to point right to him and have something to do with it. What's more astounding is the 1,500 comments under the video, supportive, just, oh my, they're going, oh my God, this is incredible. It's incredible. And it is trash, nonsensical garbage. Again, let's take a look at this. The surveillance footage was shot right here at this house on the corner. Sebastian's house is right there. It's right off of, I think the road is called, that's right, Stafford Road. It's just off of that. And Kellen Lane here, I'm not sure if the address is off of Kellen Lane or if it's off of Stafford Court, but this is where the surveillance shot was, and it's pointing like this, and the road up here is where the light is that's coming towards this light. All right? So can you please, when you see people that put out these pixelated, grainy stuff like that, be a little bit more discerning. I remember this exact same thing in the Delphi case early on. I remember the exact same thing in the Kanika Jenkins case. People were zooming in on a guy that was putting ice into an ice machine with the scooper. He's putting, scooping ice and putting it into a bucket, actually. And they claimed, look at, he's punching somebody. They kept forwarding and reversing it, made it blurry and hard to see. And that's what you got here. It's called manipulation, and it's done intentionally so that you will watch. It's all about the headline, everybody. It's all about the headline. Absolutely crazy. And look at this. Look at this crap right here. Zooming in, trying to tell you that these are all different people and things are moving around and there's a fight going on. Okay? It's just, it's in some ways it's comical. Some ways it's absolutely comical. Now I did want to show you guys one other thing. There was a photograph that was put out recently that apparently shows where it might be Sebastian Rogers. All right, let's take a look at that. I'll see if I can find it really quick here. That's right there, and it's at this place called Grandfather Mountain Visitor Center. So when you come over here and you go to the center, first I had a pin somewhere else over here, but then while I was scrolling around I could see that, I looked at that and I go, that looks like that could be it. You can see pillars might be there, and then you go down to Street View right here and you look, and it's right here on these rocks. So take a look at this image right there. There is the pillar, there's the stones right there, and there's a parking area right behind. So in this image right here, if you turn around, you can see there's parking. He was standing right on this side of these rocks, and the lady's standing on, right around inside the shade right there. So there it is right there. Absolutely obvious. And who knows when this photograph was taken. I guess we don't have the date on it, and we also don't know if is this where if this person, if it is Sebastian Rogers, was he filmed in a place where he's staying, or is he on his way to somewhere else? We know that Seth has family members up in Virginia, which isn't too far away, and I'm not really sure where the Proudfoots have family members, if there's any out in this area. This is in, I believe, North Carolina. So I really hope that this is Sebastian Rogers. All right, anyways, I hope this video was interesting to you. I'm sorry if we don't agree on the treatment of Chris Proudfoot and the family, and Katie as well. Seth has been treated just fine by all of you guys. That's great, but they all should be treated exactly the same, because there's no evidence of foul play on anyone's part at this time. Okay? So that is all I have to say on this case. Just realize that when Jay put out that video, however, it was knowingly and intentionally done to deceive the people in the public, because there's already been videos put out there showing exactly where the surveillance camera was, and she was putting it out there to make it look like the Proudfoots were fighting. And you should actually look at that and wonder why you're watching crap, absolute crap like that. Okay, so thank you again, and if you could hit that like button for me, I'd appreciate it. Share and subscribe. And until next time, be safe out there.